I was gonna fix my hair, but looks pretty good. As good as it's getting.
All engine running.
Hey guys, Brittlestar here. Today we're going to talk about meeting famous people. So there's a common belief that you should never meet your heroes because they'll never live up to expectation. That being said, you still really want to meet famous people. Like when you meet famous people, it's pretty exciting because you feel like you know them. You feel like you've developed this relationship with them, which is kind of weird because you really haven't, because you're just experiencing what they put out there, and you don't actually know them, even though it feels like you really know them. You don't. And I've had some weird experiences on my own. Some people who are, not super famous, but pretty famous that I've met and spent some time with. And initially when you spend time with them, you kind of have to go, okay, this is weird because it feels normal because I know this person really well, but they're acting like I'm a total stranger and I should just get the hell out of their home, and how did I get in the first place? So once you get past that, then you realize that they're normal people. But, sometimes you do meet people who are really famous and people who are famous to you, and you don't really, they don't live up to expectation. They're just kind of weird. Then there's other times, like when you meet someone who's famous to you, that you've idolized. They're a bit of a hero to you. And I know this is itchy. I wouldn't say that to a famous, I might say that to a famous person. I don't know if it was true. And you meet someone who's a hero to you, and what you do is you meet them, and then sometimes it doesn't go as planned. I'll give you two contrasting examples of this. Back in, I think, May of this year, myself and my oldest son Owen went to go see The Killers. And I love The Killers. I've been a big fan of The Killers since their first record came out. Anyway, afterwards we stuck around, hung up by the tour buses in classic sort of, fan style. Eventually, 3 of the guys from the band came out, and they were super cool. They were better than expected. We met these guys and they were great. So like Brandon Flowers, super nice guy, like really, really nice. Exactly as you imagined him to be. Kind of quiet spoken, friendly, and just super nice. So that was great. It was a great experience for Owen, but it was a great experience for him because he sort of he idolizes those guys in the band and learned a lot about music from those guys stuff. And then he got a chance to meet them, and then they're just as cool as they were in his head, which is fantastic. The other side of this story is when I was 14, I went to go see a band called New Order. I love New Order to this day. I love New Order. And when I was 14, I loved New Order. I was like a massive fan. I would buy like everything. I was buying like 12-inch singles. Well, this one's from Belgium. Oh, well, do you have the one from Germany? No, loser, I do. Anyway, so I got to go to this show in Toronto to go see them. So we lined up, and it was general admission to get in. So everyone's lining up outside. And we were like, okay, well, let's go see if we can go backstage. So there's like no security. So we're just like hanging out at the back door of this venue. We're standing there, and this car drives up. So we see New Order driving up in this car, and there's like a regular car, and we're like, oh my god, there's New Order. Have I told you I love New Order? And I was mental for New Order back then, like totally mental. So this was mind-blowing to me, absolutely mind-blowing. The car pulls up, they get out of the car, we walk over to the car, and it's New Order. The lead singer, Bernard Sumner, he gets out, walks over to me, and I'm 14 and I'm quaking, absolutely quaking. Walks over to me and he says in, his Manchester accent, which I won't do because Shannon, my wife, says every accent I do sounds sort of like a Scottish Punjabi accent. Would you like another curry? I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about at all. He gets out of the car and he walks over and he says, "Hi, I'm Barney. I've come all this way just to meet you," and puts his hand out to me to shake my hand. So here's my idol. I'm 14, I am quaking. He shook my hand and he was super nice. He's wearing a t-shirt and like chinos or something like that. He was just like dressed really cool and casual and awesome. So here's my idol who I have listened to every single thing that he's ever recorded, and he's saying my name, and it's so exciting, and it's hard to piece together what's happening in my head. Like, it was unbelievable. It was so exciting. And he's really friendly and he chatted away. How does it feel? That guy just said my name and shook my hand. So then he says, I gotta go in and get ready to do sound check. Not a problem. Goes inside, takes off. I'm losing my mind. It's unbelievable. I'm so excited. I've just met one of my absolute idols, and he's been super nice and exactly what I hoped he would be. So we race into this venue, and it's general admission. So it's like 3,000 people. And we race forward, and I'm second row. So there's like 4 feet, 5 feet between me and the stage. So there's like me, person that's squished in front of me, and then there's like a barrier, and then there's a skinhead who was doing security, because that's who they had hired for it. I don't know why. It worked, because they would like point at people and go, you! And they would hork at them. You! And then the stage. After those guys. So they're right there. Stage is about maybe up to my eyes roughly, that high. Opening band plays, blah blah blah. New Order finally come out. I love New Order. Have I told you I love New Order? I've met Barney and Peter from New Order, and they were just as cool as I hoped. They come on stage. Peter looks terrifying. He's got no shirt. He's just, his bass is down by his knees. Looks just cool, but terrifying. Barney comes on, Bernard Sumner.
This is so awesome! This is great!
But he's changed into a Maui t-shirt, the shortest track shorts you've ever seen in your life, white socks, and penny loafers. It was conflicting. But I just thought, it's okay. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna roll with it. So he comes out on stage. Band comes out, band starts playing. I'm losing my mind.
Oh, this is awesome! Woo!
They start playing, and I'm looking back and forth, looking at the band. I can see Peter Hook, and I can see Jillian, and I can see Steven, and it's like, oh yeah! And then I look up at the stage. Bernard Sumner's feet are like around where my forehead is. And I'm looking at him in his penny loafers, and his socks, and the shorts that are too small, and his wang. Because he's not wearing underwear.
I don't want to see it anymore.
I'm 14. I love New Order. I've met New Order backstage. They're super cool backstage. I see them on stage. I look up, and the damn man is not wearing any underpants under his shorts. They're short, but they're gaping. So you can see a lot of stuff. I'm really close to the stage while they're playing all the songs I know anyway, and Bernard's getting into it, dancing. And while he's dancing, hanging on to the mic, this is a microphone, it's not a wang. He's hanging on to the microphone. And he's dancing, and he's waggling his hips back and forth, and I'm watching. It was conflicting. Initially I was sad, then I was just confused, and then I just chose not to look at his wang for the rest of the show.
I'm not even looking at his wang anymore. Woo!
So there you go. So sometimes when you meet your heroes, can be confusing. They should amend that phrase. That's what they should do. They should change it so that it's not just you should never meet your heroes. It should be you should never meet your heroes' wangs. That'd be better. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. So you can, as always, you can watch my last video here. You can subscribe. You can follow me on all those social media things, Instagram, Twitter, Vine. That'd be cool. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, subscribe. That'd be cool. Tell all your friends. Tell the whole bunch. Thanks so much, guys. See you later.